Hey there, welcome to the virtual campground. How
Hello.
are you? I hope, I've got quite a few people out there. Hopefully you can hear us. Let us know where you are and if you can hear us or if we're just talking to ourselves, which I do quite often, frankly.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
I'm a good conversationalist when it comes to talking to myself.
Is Chief, I can't remember, is Chief their puppy's name? Chief. Who's Chief, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
So,
Sorry.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
everybody. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Gus is distracted by everybody in the chat. So exciting.
Yeah.
I love it when the stream's just flying by.
It's a little distracting. Maybe we should just do a streaming show where we just sit here and chat with people.
Just chat. That'll be next week. We'll do that.
Yeah, and I want to talk to Johnny about that 100 gig AT&T thing he's got going on. That sounds cool. All right, so Johnny can hear us in Lansing, Michigan.
Wow, we're loud.
Yeah, we're talking a little too loud. We'll keep it down here. All right, good. Livingston, Texas as well.
Texas. Excellent.
Okay. Sweet. Well, welcome everybody. We are so glad you are here.
Yes, we are.
Why am I talking so fast? So we have a packed show.
Yes,
for
we
you.
do. We have lots of great stuff.
So yeah, we need to get busy.
Yes, we do. Thank you, Liz. Barry's trying out new light. Can you see it in my glasses now? This new light thing, so it makes me look so tan.
I can adjust the color, and we could look more tan if you want.
No, I don't. I'm good.
So,
I'm good. Yeah, get the thumbs up. We want to turn blue. I'm not really even sure what that means. Charlie knows this stuff, so I agree with her. Thumbs
whatever
up.
that
go
means.
blue.
If that's good, then let's do it. If it's bad, then let's not do it.
Drew says we're out of
Drew
focus.
said it. Yeah, Drew, we are out of focus. I don't.
It's to make me look younger,
see,
Drew.
I don't know. Yeah. So there. Now my hand's in focus.
Now we're out of focus.
So I don't know.
I look from focus.
Yeah, you look in focus. All right.
Anyway.
All right. Thanks, Drew. Thanks for pointing out that your parents are out of focus. It's an autofocus camera. I don't know what to do. All right. So enough about that. I tell you what we can do. Let's take the attention off of us.
Oh, excellent.
Let's talk about where are we right now?
Where are we right now? We are in Clarksville, Arkansas, at the Spadra Recreation Area and Campground.
Yeah, so it's a Corps of Engineers park, and I have to tell you, after this year, Corps of Engineer parks and state parks are my new favorite thing, and boondocking. It is pretty amazing. All these parks are just incredible.
Yes, this is really, and they really nice big spaces.
Yeah.
This particular space is really nice because not only is it nice and wide and long, the paved part, but then we have like this huge backyard that goes all the way to the lake.
Yeah. We can go out there and sit, and it's so awesome. Now we don't have a full hookup. We just have electric and water, which is fine. But we had to go pull everything in and go dump tanks today. So that was our first time having to dump tanks in the middle of a stay. But it was fun.
Okay.
It was fun.
That's okay. It was easy.
Yeah,
It was just
Larry and Teresa have to do that all the time. I can do it.
No, Larry, I did not take the lace train. I took the last RV to Clarksville.
Yeah, we took last RV to Clarksville. It doesn't quite have the same.
No, it doesn't quite have the same. But we should have played that as the intro. Oh, we should have done that. We should think about that in the future.
We should have. So
but then
roll
we'd have
me
to get
away.
permission.
So yeah,
yes.
telling me you need to
turn on facial recognition.
I mean, I don't know. We're just gonna have to be a little. I think out of focus is good. It sort of softens the lines and.
What lines?
my
lines.
I
have lines?
My lines. No, just me. No, I wouldn't ever say that about you. What did I call you last time? Simple? Yeah.
Yes, I think they don't. But we do have water and electricity. So, I mean, really, it's okay.
No, yeah,
it's
it's great. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so we have a lot of things going on. We have Liz is going to join us remotely. Actually, via the magic of pre-recording.
But she's on the chat.
Yeah, she's in the chat. So shout out to Liz. So we have her a pre-recorded message about Fix It Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have...
Or just about her update, really.
We have Charlie Grace coming
as our
on.
Guest. Yes, special guest.
And that's pretty cool. She's amazing. And then we have some announcements to make. And then we're going to wrap it up with a short little segment about some pictures about flags and to celebrate Veterans Day.
Which is our question of the day. Is there anybody in the chat that is a vet?
Yes.
We would like to applaud you.
Yes.
Because tomorrow is, of course, Veterans Day.
Thank you for your service. Except Brian Ott. Brian Ott doesn't like it when we say thank you for your service for some reason. So Brian Ott, I'm not thanking you for your service, but thank you for your service.
Because he was in the service.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, lots to go to. What should we do next?
I think shout-outs. We want to give a few shout-outs.
Let's do it.
One, happy birthday yesterday to Chippy. Scott Chipman was, I don't know how old, doesn't really matter, but it was his birthday
28
yesterday, and he apparently had a great deal of fun.
Yeah.
And so he's not really, I don't think, even on the chat.
No.
Also, Marsha Hopper, who's usually on the chat, she is her birthday today, so I don't see her, but that's okay because she's probably out celebrating her birthday. So if you see this later,
in the chat.
Well, she might gotten to take out to dinner. They're with friends because their RV's in the repair shop. Everybody keep your fingers crossed for their RV. It's had major body issues.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, but hopefully. And then Johnny got started our forum on internet connectivity, and he's in the chat talking about his internet connectivity right now. So shout out to Johnny for helping us in the forum.
That's right.
Everybody go in the forum and see what he had to say and what everybody else is saying. And then also we wanted to give a shout out to the Highlands, our guests about a month ago, I guess, Eric and Brittany. Yeah. And they gave us all kind of a hint that there was something new coming. Well, today they debuted it, and it is called the hourlesslife.com. Hourless, like as in time, HOUR, hourlesslife.com, excuse me, hourlesslife.com.
You're getting choked up about them.
Yeah. So choked up. So
they're gonna announce their new vehicle that they're going to be purchasing, and then they're going to, I guess, at some point announce their plans for this worldwide expedition they're going to go on.
Because they're going to travel all around the world.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
So anyway, yep. Shout outs. Thanks for the shout outs. Thanks for being shouted to. And I'm not sure what I'm saying right now.
And we have Steve is an Air Force vet. So thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Yeah, we had several people that we're
Steve.
talking about.
Yeah.
U.S.
Greg.
Marine Corps
that's right.
birthday.
Shreg,
yeah. So, yep. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, all of you.
The slideshow at the end of the show is for you.
So, Mom, just warning you now. Barry said it's something that'll make you choke up.
Yeah, it's emotional. So my sainted mother-in-law should not.
She gets very choked up about anything patriotic. So just FYI. Well, Johnny, I'm sorry. Maybe that has something to do with your new thing.
That's right. I'm gonna see if I can focus this.
That would be good.
Oh, I don't know. How do y'all work this camera?
Well, why don't you go to Liz's recording, and then we can work on that.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know if that's going to help. Okay, let's bring in Liz for her recorded video.
Hello, Liz Wilcox here. Oh my gosh, I'm back on the virtual campground live show. I am super excited. Spoiler alert though, this is pre-recorded. If you've ever seen past episodes of TBC Live, you know me and the live show don't always mix, so I'm coming in pre-recorded. Anyway, if you don't know me, I'm Liz. I think you can see my picture on the homepage of the virtual campground now. But I am currently a sometime RVer. As you can see, I'm in my condo right now. This is actually the first stationary home I've lived in 4 years. Prior to that, my husband, my daughter, and I were traveling full-time. We've been full-timers, sometimers, stationary. We've loved it. We've hated it. We are every type of RVer there ever could be. Right now, I'm currently planning a Christmas trip. I'm hoping maybe go down south to Orlando, Fort Wilderness, a Disney trip maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided. And also, I want to plan. I'm working on my summer plans for the RV as well. Some of you might also know my husband, Ed Wilcox. He is the face of Fix It Yourself. If you have our course, Fix It Yourself, then you know Ed. He's an RV mechanic. That's what he did on the road. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today is Fix It Yourself. We're going to do a Black Friday special. I know the virtual campground really hasn't sold Fix It Yourself since probably about April, but it's so awesome to see, over 400 students in the course. Like, getting their maintenance done on the road in a pinch or just maintaining their rig. And so we want to do a Black Friday special. And what we're going to do when you get Fix It Yourself on Black Friday or that weekend, every student gets a 7-day challenge, and that challenge is going to be like us in the Facebook group and your email somewhere. We haven't worked out the details yet, but we're going to get your RV in shape. We're going to go through all the modules of Fix It Yourself and tell you exactly what you need to do to either, if you're winterizing for the winter, or if you're a full-timer like Deborah and Barry, and you need to get your RV in shape just in general, all that maintenance you've been putting off. We're going to do a 7-day challenge, and the first 10 students that join during this Black Friday sale are going to get we're going to get free swag. So the first 10 students, you're going to get the Virtual Campground t-shirt, which I don't even have one of those yet. I'm super excited to get one. I'm not eligible, so I will buy one. But those first 10 students to join during the Black Friday sale you're going to get the challenge. Everyone gets the challenge, but the first 10 are going to get that free t-shirt. I will be coming back next week with more details. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm really excited for this flash sale, and I'm excited. I'm going to end it at that.
That's
not us.
So thank you, Liz.
Yeah,
thank you, Liz. So for those of you that are fairly new to us here at Live at the TVC, Liz was the founder of the Virtual Campground and has passed this on to us and taught us all we knew about eCam and live on video. We just hope that we have a little bit better luck sometimes, most of the time, than on the lives. We had a lot of issues back in the day. So we're hoping that gets better and better all the time. But yes, so yay. So Liz we're working with her again on Fix It Yourself. I'm really excited about it. She talked to you about a couple of bonuses. We also got a new one in today. We're going to have something fun that we're going to be doing with Ashley Mann and her course. So stay tuned. More information to come.
Yeah. When do you want to show them the shirt that they might win?
Oh, well, this is not the shirt they would win, but this is, look, our first start at a t-shirt. We're testing different things and trying to figure out what we're going to do as a t-shirt, but we are excited. We're going to have some merch. Yep. We also got a test of a mask.
Oh, yeah.
But we haven't gotten it in. It came into the campground we were at before, a week after we left. Yeah. So we'll get it. It's going to Garland now. So we'll get it when we get to Garland. So, but yeah, no, I like this t-shirt. It's pretty comfortable. Long sleeve. So anyway, fun. Cool. Y'all, more to come on all that. And y'all let us know what you would like to see in the Virtual Campground merchandise.
Yeah.
So perfect. We'll see. All right. We ready for news?
I think so. Are you ready for news?
I think so.
I'm ready for news. Let's do some news.
Welcome to Deborah's News.
Oh, she sounded much more pleasant. I like that. All right. Well, the first thing I want to show you, and y'all, I want you to see in this news if you start to see a theme. It won't be with this story, but y'all watch for a theme.
It's backwards. What's backwards? The logo's backwards? That's
weird. No, I bet the t-shirt.
Oh, the t-shirt's backwards. Yeah, that's because I've mirrored the camera. Yeah. It won't be backwards on the shirt, Johnny. We got that handled. Just all order the shirt, okay?
So the first story is here called Cool Food Meal. Panera Bread is now going to start putting this little icon on their foods that are that uphold the climate change doctrines put out in the Paris Agreement. So essentially, if it's the designation from the World Resources Institute that signifies low carbon emissions from the way that they grew the food, delivered the food to them, etc. So you can help be more green for the world by eating the Panera foods that are marked with this cool food meal. So
you're telling me that salad had low carbon emissions?
That's what they're selling me. Yep.
All right.
I mean, from the truck and everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now, this was kind of fun. And, I think we just missed this when we were in Oklahoma City the other day. Sugar Good, the lady that works.
That's
her name. She's the manager of the Dunkin'. I'm really at the Dunkin', because now they're not called Dunkin' Donuts. They're just called Dunkin'. She's the manager. Her name is Sugar Good. And she works in Oklahoma City. Well, this gentleman, John Thompson, started going through her drive-thru every morning, and he was ordering a coffee and cream with a sausage and egg cheese sandwich. Not a donut. That seemed odd. But anyway, but he went through, and he's always ordering, and over time they kind of they felt a spark, and it took him a long time because he was shy to actually ask her out on a date. But they went out on a date, and within 3 weeks they were engaged.
Holy smokes.
So they figured they should get married there in the Dunkin' Donuts.
So that's the officiator
drive-thru. Yes,
standing at the drive-thru. And
yes,
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Yes. And then they had their reception, and all the customers got free maple donuts because that was their favorite.
That's outrageous.
I thought it was kind of fun. So yes. So there you go. I just thought that was a cute little fun thing.
That is fun.
Then next cute little fun fact. So I know we've all are really over COVID, but this is kind of interesting. I thought this is a new study from researchers at the National Veterinary School in Alfred, outside of Paris. They've trained these 8 Belgian Malinois. Yeah. Charlie can probably tell me if I said that wrong. Us later. Yeah, shepherds, to identify the smell of COVID-19 in the sweat of infected individuals, so they can tell if someone has COVID.
That's crazy.
They have correctly guessed like 95% of the time.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? 4 of them have done it 100% of the time. One guy was an outliner. But yeah, so they've trained these. Now, apparently, dogs have been trained to sniff out different cancers and lots of other things. So dogs are amazing.
Yeah, dogs are pretty amazing. I guess that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. COVID sniffers.
COVID sniffers, exactly.
Speaking of dogs.
And more on dogs and other animals. There is a family in Leander, Texas, that bought this ranch, and they started to adopt animals that have either physical or emotional. They might have been abused or something. They started adopting these animals and helping them and having the animals trust them more. And what they found was, because of their own son who is autistic, they found that these dogs can really help the children. And so they take the dogs in, and once rehabilitated, they invite in kids that might have problems similar to the animal, and they create a bond, and they really are watching that this is really helping. And some of the crowd pleasers there's a 250-pound pot-bellied pig, Peter. He's really favorite. Wow. And Ruby Sue, who's a paralyzed calf that she preambulates with her own wheelchair.
Wow.
I know, right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So animals, and it's a sweet story. Animals and helping out kids with special needs.
Yeah. So Deborah's News is full of sweet stories today.
Sweet stories. Some of them, most of them with dogs. This one, this is fun. This is up in Vermont. So anybody that's traveling up in the Vermont area, Johnsbury, Vermont. This couple bought this land up there, and they were going to do a gallery with it, but then they decided that they really wanted to do something with dogs. So they have this lovely little chapel that's up on 150 acres of private mountaintop. It's open all the time for free, and the public can come and have some socially distant dog fun. It is now a nonprofit. The couple has passed on, but it's maintained by a nonprofit. And a lot of those papers and things you see on those walls, that's a chapel, and the people come and they leave notes or pictures of their pets that have passed on.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Very sweet.
Yes. So that was Deborah's News today, with the theme of course, dogs, because we have a special guest today is dog friendly.
Before we get to that special guest, we did have a question.
Okay.
Teresa wants to know who is doing rehab with dogs and children. That rehab program, what was it?
It was... it's in Leander, Texas. I will have to get for you the name of the actual, what they're calling it, because I didn't write that down, sorry. It's a ranch in Leander, Texas.
Okay. All right.
I'll
I
get
bet
it.
they could Google search that.
Well, they probably could. But I'll find it for you, Teresa, because I know where the story is.
All right. So nice news. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. So shall we bring on our
I think we should bring on
adorable
Charlie
guest?
Grace, our lovely friend, Charlie Grace.
Hello, Charlie Grace. How
Woo-hoo!
are you? Welcome to TVC Live.
Who I can't say your name without saying both. Charlie Grace.
Thank you for having me. This is great. And I've got Rosie Bell with me too, so she's like my co-star.
Yes, as she should be, right?
Well, tell everybody your dog's name.
Okay, well, this is Rosie Bell dog. Will be nice. I'll put her up here so you can see her. She's a lab mix and she's a rescue dog.
Oh.
So this is part of Dogvember. So her birthday is actually in November as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fun.
Did you just make that up? Dogvember?
No, we've been celebrating Dogvember for a few years. We just one of those things you have fun and every day you do something cool for your dog.
No.
Oh, well, there
fun.
you go.
How fun.
There you go. People in the chat, you have to be doing something very cool for your dog every day this month. Give them a hint. What's something they could do?
Well, right now we've got a Dogvember challenge where you answer 30 questions about you and your dog, which is sort of fun. But I always say try to find a different dog park, or maybe consider making a new dog treat that you've never done. I know a lot of people are baking right now, so you could bake a dog treat. There's lots of really cool things to do these days. So, even try a new toy. So something you may have, maybe your dog was always a Frisbee dog. Well, why don't you try like a racquetball or a tennis ball? Do something different.
Got it.
Cool.
Can dogs eat sourdough bread? Because I know that's what everybody's making these days.
That's true. Baking is big. Baking is a big deal right now.
Big, I know.
Huge.
Darn, I'm in an RV and I don't like to use this oven, so baking's not so big in this RV.
No.
But okay. Well, tell everybody a little bit. So you said we are doing a challenge. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who's we and about yourself?
Understood. Okay, so as you said, my name is Charlie Grace. My dog's name is Rosie Bell. My better half's name is David. And if you see him in the chat, he's always Furever Best Friend moderator. So you guys can give him a little hard time, which is fun because he moderates our YouTube channel as well. But we have a mission that we essentially go out and we assist rescues and other humane organizations all over pretty much the southeast United States. And we assist with their marketing and development campaigns. And since Rosie Bell is actually the Tennessee Adopt Don't Shop spokesdog, we get a lot of calls for public appearances at different events. So people line up and have their picture made with Rosie, and then we essentially donate a lot of money to these awesome rescues as we travel.
That is so cool. I didn't think I even knew that part.
I didn't. I wasn't aware of that. And she's pretty famous. I mean, I don't know how many Instagram followers does she have.
Yeah, the dog. She's well over. She's about 200,000 on Instagram, and
wow.
if you add Pinterest and Twitter and everything all combined, we're well in the 300,000s. Yeah.
Holy
she is a very, very famous dog.
Yeah,
she's a famous redhead. I'm just the person who holds the leash.
Awesome.
Now you are an RVer.
Yes. Oh yes.
So tell everybody about your RVing lifestyle.
I'm a professional part-timer.
Yeah.
I like to say that. So we have a Class C. Let's talk about first what kind of RV do I have. We have a Class C. This is our second rig. We will probably have a third rig at some point in time. I don't know when, but my husband has said if we go full-time, we will have to probably do something a little different. But we love it. We have a 30-foot Class C. We travel pretty much March to November. And as you can see, I'm in a bonus room of a house. So this is our home base outside Nashville, Tennessee, which is nice. And we just hibernate here for the winter months, and then we go back out. And with COVID, it became a very different year because typically we have events, every single weekend, and we're going places. And this year, things sort of changed.
Yes.
So a lot of our events got postponed, and I think we just had 2 of our events that were postponed that we have videos on our YouTube about. One was the Pooch Pool Party with over 500 dogs in a wave pool.
Wow.
Wow.
If you've never had the opportunity of playing fetch with a dog in a lazy river at a pool place, it was hilarious. Awesome.
Funny.
And then we also got done with Bark in the Park. And Bark in the Park is a big fundraiser for New Leash on Life. And they're a national rescue organization. And that was a lot of fun. So we got to take a lot of pictures of people, meet a lot of... We like to hear the stories because I always say, although Rosie's, sort of known, I'd rather hear the stories about you and your dog because that's what's really important is your relationship.
Community and absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So, So tell everybody where they can find your YouTube channel.
Okay, so we're pretty easy. You can either just search on YouTube Furever Best Friend, .com/ForeverBestFriendUSA. We're right there.
Okay, awesome. And that's where people can get information, because on ForeverBestFriend.com you have a lot of resources and information for people that travel with pets, right? Dogs.
So we get a lot of YouTubers. I'm not YouTubers, RVers that say, I'm looking to get a dog. I'd like to get a dog. Are there places I can go to? Because there are some rescues that, are like, I need you to be specific in a house, in a condo, fenced yard, things like that. And then there are other rescue organizations that understand the RV lifestyle. So we've had some really great successes working with places. We've also worked with municipalities explaining the RV lifestyle and how there are amazing people that come into town maybe for a short period of time that actually embrace and uplift their town as well. So we're working really hard to help enhance that and make sure that RVers are part of that community.
Awesome.
Very cool.
So in working with folks, have you found, is there one dog breed, or what should people look for when they're looking to add a dog to their RV?
Oh, okay. So this is something I'm working on. I love this because everyone says, what's the best dog to get, or what should I be looking for? I really think it's about personality. I really, truly think it's about personality. I don't think it's about breed, other than I will say this. There are certain RV places and parks that have breed restrictions, and that's important to understand. There's certain places that will only allow you to have one dog. They may not allow you to have 2 or 3 or 4 dogs. So you need to take that into consideration if you're going to be traveling. There are places that may say you can't stay there. But there are some really great parks, private resorts, on the other hand, like the one we're going to be going to, and we'll talk about it later. They don't have breed restrictions, and they say there's no bad dogs, just bad owners.
So
I've
true.
heard that before.
That's so true. Yeah.
I think that's the same with my sons and the parents.
Yeah,
There's no bad sons, there's only bad parents. At least that's what my kids have told me. Any rate, so it is based on personality, and a lot of times it's the personality of the person and the dog meshing best, right?
Correct.
And I've always wondered,
it's important.
Yeah, and I've always wondered. So you go into these shelters and you're looking for a dog. I mean, that's kind of hard in that 10 minutes to find your perfect soulmate.
Absolutely, and I think that's the first thing you need to understand is, it's a transition. It's a commitment. There's training. There's lots of things involved when you get a puppy or you get a dog that's, maybe a 5 or 6 or 7-year-old dog. There's lots of things that happen. So you have to be willing to go through whatever those steps are to get to that quote unquote perfect dog, or whatever the dog you think you're going to have. So just like with parenting, I always say parenting, my favorite analogy was planning for parenting is like planning for a trip to Paris.
Yes.
And getting off the plane and realizing you're in Holland.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's not Paris, but it's still a nice place.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
getting a rescue dog, you may not get Benji, you may not get Lassie, but you may get the most amazing dog that you weren't aware of.
That you didn't know you needed. Exactly.
Right.
Hold that thought about that dog you just made. That may come into play later. I'm not making any promises.
Yeah. So people that do rescue a dog and bring it into an RV, do you have any hints for how they can make the dog feel the most comfortable in an RV?
So, I mean, it depends on the age. Let's start with this. I think puppies, pretty much everyone knows you got a puppy proof. You've got to think about those kind of things. But I think the end of the day it's about trust and relationships. So you're going to start gradual things. You're going to start gradual, walks. There's going to be things. I'm not a huge fan of certain kinds of training collars, but I am a huge fan of consistency and positive reinforcement. And there's lots of things you can do that are not always treat specific, but I think there are certain breeds that are more susceptible to treats. Like labs will do anything for a piece of kibble, but talk to a multi-poo and they'll be like, give me something else, So you've got to work on some things that really are good rewards for that specific type of dog.
So Charlie was telling us earlier, she is an animal behaviorist.
Yeah, so she's not making this stuff
So she's
up.
not making this up. She knows this stuff. That's right. You went to school to learn this.
That's right, exactly.
My favorite little hack or tip or tidbit. We have a friend of ours who just got a dog. She's about 6 or 7 months old, and he's like, she's pulling me on the leash, and what do I do? And I get these questions all day long, like, oh my gosh, what should I do? And I said, well, do you want the easy answer or the fun answer? He said, I want the fun answer. I said, get a very long wooden spoon. He's like, what? He's like, you want me to hurt the dog? I said, no. get a very long wooden spoon, put a bunch of peanut butter on the spoon portion, freeze it. And he's like, what? I said, trust me. Then next day, take it out, let her taste it, put it back in the freezer. And the day after that, go for a walk with that long wooden spoon by your side where you want her to walk. And with the frozen peanut butter, she'll stay there. Do it for like a week or two. And next thing you know, bingo.
Wow,
Perfect.
Yeah.
See if we had known that.
We could use that.
And that even works for the multi-poo.
Peanut butter is like the elixir, I think, for
it's the best.
most dogs. Yeah.
Does that work for kids?
Too late. So, okay. So you mentioned earlier, and so I want to talk more about the Great Pawsome Hangout.
Yeah, this sounds really cool.
So first of all, tell us what it is, and then tell us the backstory.
Okay, so the Great Pawsome Hangout, everyone get out your calendars, so take a look. It's the second weekend in July, and it's going to be at Four Paws Kingdom Campground. First off, this is a free event. I need to say that out loud. It's a hangout. The only thing it costs you is to get there and to make a reservation at the campground, which is nice. So make a reservation. There's lots of, if you want to do an RV slot, if you want to do rent a cabin, I think they even have yurts, which is fun and cool, but it's extremely dog friendly. And let's say you have an RV, you pull in, it actually is fenced in all the way around. You can actually let your dog out and go potty without having to worry about things. They have a huge dog park. They have a lure course. They have all these really cool things to do with your dogs during the day. The whole idea is they wear them out during the day, and then in the evening they have adult fun games like scavenger hunts and mixology and stuff like that. So it's an 18 and older event. I do have to say that. So this is for the adults only for the Great Pawsome Hangout. We may do one the next year that's family friendly, but this year, yes, we're on Facebook and Instagram and actually on meetup.com as well. So the whole idea behind this was we have all these really cool pets and we want to get together. And you were there too. We were all at Lake Gunnersville last year in March at the RVE Summit. And we had some great friends, Tom and Ellie, who were there. And I said, wouldn't it be great if we came up with an idea and we all just did this? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, all right, what do we got to do? So here we are, So, how many months later, and all of a sudden we have all these great people who want to show up and, we're going to talk about dogs and learn different tips and tricks and talk about cool places to take your dogs and cities and businesses.
That's right, because Tom and Ellie, who have the Dog Within.
The Dog and Us.
Thank you.
Dog and Us.
Get that messed up. Sorry, guys. The Dog and Us, they have that, and they have been going around and visiting national parks to determine whether they're truly dog friendly or not.
And they've been doing a lot of great content about where to take them.
Right.
Hikes
so that'll be awesome that y'all will be able to share that information with the people that come to the Pawsome Hangout. And then go ahead.
They've been doing a lot of national parks, which is fun, and we've been working with a lot of municipalities. So I work with a lot of cities, and they work with a lot of parks.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. That works out.
Great combination.
And then say again the name of the campground, because this campground was we saw y'all debut this, and the campground is amazing.
It looked incredible,
especially for dog owners. So explain.
It is. Yeah, it is the #1 dog park. We asked everyone all over the country, we had a huge survey, like, what's the best dog park to go to? And it's called Four Paws Kingdom Campground. So Four Paws Kingdom Campground, I think it's in Rutherfordton, North Carolina, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, anything in North Carolina.
I was going to say anything in North Carolina.
The videos y'all showed of the campground and just the way they have it laid out, it looks like an incredible place.
The nice little fenced-in areas in some of them for the pets of the dogs, so you can just let them out. Yeah. That's the hardest part to me when we had a dog traveling with us, is the getting up in the morning, no matter what the weather was, and going out with her. So yes, that was fun in January.
Yeah. In Breckenridge in January.
Yeah, in the snow. She wasn't sure what to do with the snow anyway. So, great. Okay, so and then people can sign up in the links, and I think Furever Best Friend Moderator is going to drop in for us the link, and we'll have it in the show notes as well. I think that's it.
Yeah, is there anything
else you want to talk about with the possum?
The possum.
That was my question.
I was just going to say, the only thing I will say is that, we just appreciate having us be a guest, which is always fun. And then we have our live stream every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a yappy hour.
Yes.
So if you have like dog questions or any kind of like burning ideas or things you want to talk about, our yappy hour is every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on over, put it in the chat. We always have guests. We have trainers, we have nutritionists, we have all sorts of people. We had Caesar McMillan's meditative dog guy one time. Everything you can think of, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yes, I was going to say Yappy Hour. I love that Yappy Hour. That's
okay, so remind everybody how to find you in your different areas. So website, Facebook.
Yeah, website. Just go to foreverbestfriend.com and all the links will be there.
Yes, absolutely. And
awesome.
Like I said, we'll make sure they're in the show notes. I know I put them in on their website on your blog that I made for this. They're on the bottom of that as well, so people can find you. And then you're live on Facebook and YouTube on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, right?
Eastern, yes. And if for some reason you can't find us, or if you find us on the road, our RV is labeled on the back. It says Forever Best Friend. If you come knock on our RV door, we always give away swag. So
there you go. There you go. And speaking of...
That's kind of like peanut butter on a stick.
It's peanut butter on a stick for adults. Speaking of, Charlie Grace is going to join us for our game today, and she's going to let us give away swag.
Woo!
Yay!
All right. Cool.
So all of you that have time delays, now's the time to get it to be on there.
Yeah. What exactly are they going to do?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea because I don't know how that all works. But
yeah, speed up your internet, people. Let's go.
Yeah, let's speed it up. Charlie, thank you. Thank you very much. We love talking with you guys. You're always so great to share information with people. I remember you guys sitting on that picnic table, all of the dog people sitting there together at Lake Gunnersville. This was before we were all very socially distant, and I knew that great things were being hatched there. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. Okay. So you ready to play a game? Of course, this game is dog themed.
Of course it is.
So we have to give the folks in the chat a little bit of time. So we ask the question, but we have to sort of give them time to answer, right? So and there's, I don't know how many questions there are, but Charlie's agreed to give swag away to everybody that answers correctly, or not everybody. The first person that answers correctly will get no internet points, Johnny. Real prizes.
No, we can give internet points.
Oh, you can have internet points too. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So she said we can give it to the first person for each question, and that person will just need to email Charlie. Charlie, what would be the right email address? Just Charlie, or no, just at best friend. I mean, Forever Friend, right?
foreverbestfriend@gmail.com.
Yep. So you can email her, and she will mail you out your swag.
Yeah.
Because it's real stuff.
Yeah. It's not going to be peanut butter.
It's not going to be peanut butter on a wooden stick. Though everybody's very impressed with that tip, Charlie.
Yeah.
And Kim West, you are asking the same question that my son keeps asking, and the answer is not yet.
All right, so let's play a game.
Yes.
All right.
This is Name That Famous Dog.
Famous dog.
We're going to give you a hint, and you have to tell us the name of the famous dog.
All right. Oh, Lassie. Oh, Johnny, you got it wrong.
I don't think I put Lassie in this guess just because I knew that would be the first thing people think of. So, the Red Baron's Adversary.
I know who that is.
Well, you know who everybody is.
That's true, I do.
Charlie can tell us the type of dogs that they are. There you go. Jen got Snoopy. She's my first one up. Jen Kemper gets Snoopy.
Oh, and everyone else gets 500 internet points.
That's right. First place gets a prize. Everybody else gets 500
Everybody's a
internet
winner.
Points.
Everybody's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There you go. Darn, Johnny. All right. Shaggy's Co-Hort. So his friend, his buddy.
It was, what's her name?
His snack friend. They always like to eat.
What was her name?
It's not her. It's a him.
Welcome.
Myra, I think, won last week, too.
Kim, just a little bit late, but you do get the 500 internet points. So congratulations.
She's up to 1,000 then now.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. Yay, okay. Yeah, you have to guess in advance, Johnny. Okay, we'll guess my next one. Okay, this is Emily Elizabeth's best friend.
I didn't know this one. Yeah, I'd forgotten who Emily Elizabeth was. I think she was on Little House on the Prairie.
No, I think that was Mary Ingalls.
Oh.
And Laura
right.
Ingalls.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I'm right. It is a big dog. Yes, you're right, Charlie.
Oh,
Charlie, I think you can Charlie still talk to us?
I don't know. I don't know if we can hear Charlie or not.
Scooby
Actually,
might be. You can still talk to us. I don't think anybody else can hear you. Okay.
Oh, I just unmuted Charlie. So, Charlie, I think people can hear you now.
Okay.
That's right, Myra. He's a big red dog, but he has a name. What's the name?
Matches my hair.
Marmaduke? Nope. Not Marmaduke.
That's a good guess, though.
He is a good guess. Yeah, not a name yet. They know that it's a big dog.
What?
He was on PBS.
Yep, exactly.
It's a children's cartoon.
He was always bigger than the whole house.
Ted.
No, not Ted.
Ted?
Wow. Y'all didn't read these books when you were kids?
Oh, we got one. We got it.
We did? Who?
Who?
Oh,
Clifford.
There we go, Jason.
Oh, Jason. Oh, Jason.
Yay, Jason and Steve.
All right.
There you go. Clifford the big red dog.
Woohoo.
Woo.
Steve, you came in just after Jason. Sorry about that. All right.
I would feel bad if Jason hadn't got it. We used to read that book. The Budweiser Mascot.
Now, I knew what this was.
You knew this one. This
I
one's
knew
an
this
old, I mean, this is an old one. You have to, that was what, in the 90s, 80s? I don't know, when was the Budweiser, this guy? It might have been when I was in college even, so that's 80s.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. So kind of, you got to reach back in your memory for the mascot. Do you remember what kind of dog that was, Charlie?
It was a American Bull.
There you go.
American Bull.
American Bull. There you go, Myra. Myra got it again.
Oh my gosh.
Myra knows her dogs.
Holy smokes.
It was also the favorite dog of General George S. Patton.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I remember that from the movie. Spud McKenzie.
Spud McKenzie, that's right.
All right. So Myra has 2 spoons of peanut butter coming to her.
She does.
Right.
Well, actually, since Myra got that one, do you mind, Charlie, if we give it to the second winner? Since Myra already has a win, we'll give it to Teresa at Integrated Natural Health.
Of course.
Yay, Teresa. But don't worry, Myra. You still get the 500 internet points.
Yes, you did. Okay, the boss in Men in Black. I think he was the boss.
This one's pretty obscure.
The movie's Men in Black.
Yeah. You've got to be a really into trivia and into Men in Black.
Well, I had to get a little harder. This kind of dog, this was a pug. That one I know. This is a pug.
Budweiser did use Dalmatians, didn't they? And Clydesdales.
Clydesdale horses and Dalmatians, sometimes on the wagon.
On the wagon.
But this, I guess Budweisers have a lot of dogs.
Yeah, they were an equal opportunity dog company.
You're great, Steve. Now Steve is a winner.
Steve Dinger. Woohoo! Frank.
Look at that face.
Oh my God.
That is a face only a mother could love.
Or our sons.
Or my son.
That's awesome. All right, congratulations, sir.
And now, Charlie gave you a hint about this earlier in the show.
That's right.
This was a 1974 movie, and the dog was a star, and the movie is named after the dog, and it's not Lassie.
What is it, Lassie? Is someone stuck in the well?
What was Lassie's friend's name that he always was saving?
Timmy.
Timmy.
Stuck in the well.
Timmy? That's right. Timmy.
Yeah.
Timmy. Yep.
Lassie.
Nope, not Lassie.
We said it wasn't Lassie.
That's so close, Kim. So close.
I think she meant.
No, he's got to type it right.
Hurry up, Kim! Hurry up, Kim!
There you go, Jen.
Yeah, Jen got it.
Benji the dog.
I feel bad about that, Kim. I'm going to award you 750 internet points.
Benji.
And there were a bunch of Benjis. There wasn't just one. I think there were 6 by the time it was all said and done.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think most of this stuff, well, Lassie as well, right? So they were always, yes, Timmy was stuck in the well. Darn autocorrect.
How did it autocorrect the Benjo? What kind of word is that?
He was trying for banjo maybe, and the autocorrect was even incorrect. Well,
I don't know. I think that was it, but there's one
Kim,
more page in the PDF.
Well, it was just that I was going to give a hint because I thought that one was hard. So I was going to show the picture and then the name. So, anyway, Kim, I think you can email to Charlie as well because Jen had already won as well. So we have Jen, Myra, Teresa, Steve, Kim, and Jason that won. So yay!
Awesome, yay!
Charlie, thank you for providing swag so people have something that they get to get in their mailbox and look forward to having.
Yay, you're welcome and congratulations, guys. Just send me an email and we'll send you some stuff.
There you go. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Charlie, thank you again for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's great seeing you.
This is fun.
Yay.
Yeah, good luck with the event.
We'll see you soon. We'll talk soon.
That's right. Take care.
Bye.
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 All right, everybody else, don't leave. We have a couple more things that we wanted to do. Some great special news. And
the fun doesn't end there.
The fun doesn't end.
It just keeps going and going, even though we're a little out of focus. It's really gonna bother me.
You have to work on that, Mr. Photographer Man.
That's right. We're trying a new lens next time. I can tell you that for sure. Okay, so we have. So we want to do this foodie thing.
Yes.
Right.
So we got asked. So Thanksgiving, as all of y'all know, is coming up, and you also know Heath and Alyssa. They were on the show about a month ago, and Alyssa has always wanted to do a cooking show or be a food blogger, but she realizes that she has enough going on, as y'all heard in that one. She has a lot going on, so she teamed up with Barbara, who is a chef. She was a chef at Central Market. And they are going to put on a cooking show. So it's like, let's put on a cooking show. You know how they used to do the let's put on a show. Anyway, that's really old. That was really old. That was even before my time. So we got to participate. We were so excited. She asked us if we would she knew that we like to cook and asked us if we would like to submit a video with a recipe. So we did. So we're going to be on, I think on Wednesday or Thursday. And the show.
That's where they put the
main entrees is how they do that, because it's like appetizers, side dishes, entrees, desserts. Oh, there's drinks too. So maybe 5 days. So Monday through Friday. So be watching for that. So the episodes will be at 6 p.m. Central on their Facebook page, but you also can register at this link, and that will get you registered so that you get notifications and so that you can watch the videos after the shows if you can't make the 6 o'clock or if you want to rewatch some of them. Couple of really fun things about this. One, totally free. Totally free.
No internet points needed.
No internet points. You don't have to turn them in or anything. It is completely free.
That's crazy.
I know, right? And it's no sales pitches. It is truly just RVers cooking and showing you recipes that they made in their RV.
And you're going to love ours. Tell them what it is.
Why don't you tell them?
It's a pork loin. I just don't know the fancy name for it.
Yeah, and the pork tenderloin with mushroom risotto.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Made in the Instapot.
Well, the pork tenderloin's not.
No, that was not. But the mushroom risotto is.
That's grilled outside in the dark at night.
Not the risotto.
No. The pork loin. The pork loin is grilled at night in the dark. The risotto is made in the Instapot, which blows my mind.
And it's really tasty.
Really
I know
good. Cynthia's
probably going, what? But really, we have made it in the Instapot, and it's really good.
Yep. Good stuff.
So, yes. So, it is... that's our recipe, but there are other RVers, plus of course Alyssa and Barb have contributed. And the other really fun and free thing, there's more, is that they're putting all of these recipes in a cookbook that you can download.
Get out.
I'm not now. I don't want to get out. I'm going to be here. And you can also participate by submitting a recipe that will go into this cookbook for RVers. Cool. So everybody if you go again to the register here, it'll give you all the information and the link to submit your own recipe to be included in the RV cookbook that they're putting together.
Cool
Isn't that fun? I think that's really fun. And it's just something, like I said, that Alyssa just got in her mind. I literally, I think this came together in like 3 weeks. She just wanted to do this, and there you go, we're doing it. So
so Teresa says, tell us what the ingredients are so they can cook along.
Oh, that's fun. I should do that.
It's fun. That's fun. But the challenge of that is they've condensed this 45-minute cooking thing into about 12 minutes. So you're going to have to really move fast.
But you can make it that day.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, I think you've had this before, Teresa and Larry.
You could watch the show and then pause it.
No, you could do that. That's right. You could.
Yeah.
But yes, we should do that. Maybe we'll put that out in our link as the recipe for it before the show.
Maybe in our cooking forum.
Oh, that's right. We'll put it in the cooking forum. That's a great idea. You're so smart. We'll put it in the forum.
I award myself 500 in that.
Just for being smart.
Okay. All right. So we want to talk about Fix It Yourself.
Really, you saw that already from Liz. So just a reminder that that's going to come up the Black Friday special on the 27th, 28th. If you don't already have Fix It Yourself, that'll include the checklist book and the workbook and all the fun stuff that goes along with it. And we're working on other special bonuses. So more to come on that. So just FYI.
Redesign the workbook, and this picture, I want to go there wherever that is. That is
a lovely
picture. So whoever can tell me where that is, I will be indebted to you.
Isn't that the Grand Tetons?
Well, it looks sort of like the Grand Tetons. I just don't know. I don't remember the look, though. It looks like it might be
from a certain angle.
Maybe it's Canada.
We'll see. Maybe.
I don't know. If someone knows, let me know.
And then, oh my
gosh,
the other thing to put on your calendar. So now you are going to be putting on your calendar so far the Foodie Week next week, Fix It Yourself Black Friday, the Great Pawsome Hangout in July, and then in October 7th through the 10th, we're going to have and bring to you Camp Carpe Diem in Ouray, Colorado. So
this is where the virtual campground goes non-virtual.
That's right. It's in real life.
IRL, baby. I think that's what the cool people say.
IRL? Yes, I think. But we're not cool, so we'll just say in real life. But y'all, we mentioned this a couple weeks ago that we wanted to try to see if we could get everybody together and come out and camp out with us in the beautiful Ouray area, which is in the San Juan Mountains.
Near southern Colorado-ish. Yeah. So $1 million highway drops right into Ouray, and it is gorgeous, and we'll be there. Hopefully, this will be hopefully great fall colors. We were there just a month ago, and it was just stunningly beautiful. Mm-hmm. So
lots of pretty gold with the aspens. Yeah. And the plan is for there to be a weekend that it is just for fun. We're going to do some mountain biking. You're going to take some folks out to show them how to use their cameras and where to go do some photography, some Jeep trails.
And Living a Stout Life is partnering with us on this, and they'll be taking some people on beer tours, beer tastings, and so it should be just a load of fun. We're not going to go sit in the classroom and learn stuff. No, you've got other opportunities.
Well, we're going to learn stuff about beer and mountain biking and stuff, but it's just to come out and really the main intent is to get everybody together and to be in real life. Yeah. So we're going to do it at the KOA there in Ouray, and we suggest you email or call them. Right now, they are holding a spot so we can all be together until January 31st. But if you book it now, they will let you keep the 2020 rates instead of the 2021. 2021 will go up, in fact, January 1st. So the rate right now, if you want that, you can go ahead and book it. And then we will be getting you more information on how to sign up and register for the actual Camp Carpe Diem, but we wanted to go ahead and give you y'all are the first to know where it's at, when it's at, so that you can get your slot. It won't be that cold, Johnny. Well, I mean, it'll be
cool.
In the evenings, it gets cool, so you'd need a jacket, but it's not like bring mittens and long johns.
Anything could happen. It's Colorado.
Yeah, it could snow, but while we were there, it was during the day, it was gorgeous 70, sunny, and then in the evenings it would drop down into the 40s, I'd say.
Yeah.
But around the campfire, it was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to have yoga. That's right. Thank you, Teresa. Sorry. Yoga for in the mornings and lots of fun things. Yes, Jeep trails and beer.
They're,
Not together, Kim,
No.
but definitely in the same day.
Drew has dropped a link into the chat, so you can email them. Just remind them that this is for the virtual campground and Living a Stout Life get together. They don't know the word Camp Carpe Diem. We haven't.
We'll let them know today.
Dropped it. Yeah, we'll be firming up some more details, but we wanted to let you all know, our faithful friends, that this is going to be happening. And if you'd like to reserve a spot, go ahead and get on it. And it's going to be a load of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
Cool. All right. If you have any questions, let us know.
It's a great the spot that we're getting. I will go ahead and tell y'all, it's not the most gorgeous area, but we all could be together. But there's a big, wide open area where we're going to get to have group campfires and maybe even set up some stuff so that we can all hang out together.
Yeah.
Because by then we will be able to actually hug and be closer than 6 feet. I am sure of it.
That's right. Darn
Thanks. Yay, Jen's going to be there. See, Jen and Shreg are going to be there. You want to be there.
My God.
Yeah.
You've got to go.
We might be able to convince Shreg to do some barbecue.
Yeah, and Steve said beer. He's in.
There you go. Awesome. Yes, Johnny. See, Johnny, you'll be out in the rig by then, right? So this could be a big thing for you to come out to Colorado.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that was our big news.
Yeah.
More on all of that later. But wanted to give you all the heads up on that now.
Yep,
So what else?
So if you are not on our mailing list, then go to thevirtualcampground.com and sign up. There's a thing on the right saying the full hookup. And
or up in
sign
the
up
corner it
there.
says join.
Yeah, and join us there. And Deborah sends out an email every Sunday. And we'll have more details on that.
Yes.
And we do have one more show. So we'll talk.
Before we go on, ready for it,
details.
Teresa? Hiatus.
Oh, everybody take a drink.
Take a drink, everybody. We have one more show before we go on hiatus.
Yes.
Till the end of the year.
We'll have more details for this, the Camp Carpe Diem then.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Jimmy says he's in too.
Woo!
Yay! Okay, so we have the show coming up, and then we're going to have some special guests on that holiday special. Some of them might be very holiday oriented.
Maybe.
You might have to be naughty or nice.
Maybe.
To get to,
I'm looking forward to talking to the big man.
We are going to tell you now that one is going to be a special premiere next Tuesday. We'll be in the chat talking with you guys, and it won't be live because Barry is actually traveling for work next week on Tuesday. I know, right?
That's crazy.
His real job, and we will be in 2 different cities, so we didn't want to risk the internet.
We don't know how to do that yet. We haven't gotten to that level, so we're gonna pre-record, but we'll be in the chat having fun.
Yes.
All
right. So now we are going to do our tribute to the veterans.
Yeah. So tribute to the veterans. Thank you so much for being here. It has been great hanging out with you. Thanks for being part of the show. And until we can see you live and in person,
we'll see you around the campfire.
See you in the virtual campground.
Drink, Johnny, drink.